Hey everyone, Jeff here. It's been a little while since I've done a vinyl update, but I have been buying a lot of records lately. Going to a lot of flea markets, going to some record stores. If you saw the last video, some of these records are going to be from Memory Lane in Horsham, which is a really, really cool store. But anyway, today's going to be a vinyl update, and hopefully you enjoy the records I'm about to show. It's all prog and jazz stuff, and you know, it's some interesting records for sure, I think. As you can see, I did see Goreguts when they came around to Philadelphia with Carcass and the Black Dahlia Murder, and you know, I liked all the bands, but really for me, Goreguts is just kind of almost in another level. But so just wanted to show this again. I've already showed Colored Sands, but I've listened to this a couple times again lately, and it's, you know, it's held up. It's really, really an incredible album from last year, and you know, if you don't know Goreguts, it's worth checking out. It's very unique, technical and progressive death metal. So anyway, just wanted to talk quickly about that, and now I'm going to jump into some of the records I bought lately. First one is Mania. I got this at Memory Lane, and I have all this music. I think it's only stuff from Absolutely Free, Freak Out, and We're Only In It For The Money, but I'm collecting Zappa, so you know, the price was right on this. I had to pick it up. And, you know, if only for their mouths on the inside. That's just awesome. So, very nice to add something to the Zappa collection. I also finally got a copy of The Man from Utopia on vinyl. I think I paid $5 for this at the flea market. So, that's pretty good. You know, this isn't one that I was really itching to get on vinyl. It's not one of my favorite Zappa albums. But there are some good songs on here, and, you know, very happy to add this to the collection. Now, this next one was mind-blowing. I saw this, and I knew I'd heard about it. You know, it's like heavy proto-metal, psychedelic prog, that sort of thing. But I didn't know this record went for as much as it does. It usually goes between like $50 and $100 on like eBay and Discogs. But yeah, this is a very, very, very nice copy of the first album from Sir Lord Baltimore called Kingdom Come. I'm pretty sure this is their first album, but anyway, a really, really nice original copy on Mercury Records, and you know, it's not something that you stumble across for $1 at a flea market that often. So really, really nice to get a copy of this. Also found a copy of Dark Side of the Moon for $1. I've had this, you know, on vinyl before, but I've never had a good copy. And this is a very, very nice copy, you know, in really nice shape, and it comes with, you know, all the original inserts and stuff like that. So, you know, for $1 or $2, whatever I paid for this at the flea market, that was very, very cool. And, of course, this album's a classic. Most people have probably heard it, I would imagine, especially if you're watching my channel. But if you haven't, you know, this is pretty mandatory listening. You know, it really represents, you know, a big influence in a lot of music, you know, since it came out. Really good stuff. I got a couple more flea market finds here. I'll try to do those first. Barclay James Harvest, Everyone Is Everybody Else. This is like very mellow, kind of chill, sit back and relax to progressive, psychedelic, kind of poppy type music. I really like this. I've only heard it once, but I need to spin it again. This is very good. A couple other flea market finds recently. Tubular Bells, Mike Oldfield. I've already had this. I had the quadraphonic pressing on Virgin, but it just, it kind of, it's noisy, and I wanted a better copy, you know, because this is a pretty intimate album. You know, you don't really want a bunch of surface noise. This is a kind of noisy copy still, but until I find a better one, this is definitely an upgrade. So nice to get that. Also found Civilized Evil by Jean-Luc Ponty, and this is excellent. I could listen to Jean-Luc Ponty all day, and he's one of the few fusion musicians that in the 80s didn't kind of take a turn for the worse. I think his output through the 80s was really good, and you know, to get this for $1 is very, very nice. Here's one that I got at Memory Lane, A Funky Thide of Sings by Billy Cobham. And I'm a drummer, so I really look up to Billy Cobham in a lot of ways. He really just has a tremendous feel, and his technique is pretty damn good too. So, you know, always good to get some Billy Cobham, and I really like, well, how funky this album is. It's very, very funk-inspired, even more so than like Total Eclipse. So if you get a chance to hear this, it's definitely worth giving a listen. Also found this at the flea market, Watercourse Way by Shadowfax. This is the reissue on Windham Hill Records. It was originally released on a different label. I can't remember what that was called. But anyway, most people know Shadowfax as kind of like a new age, kind of relaxation type band. Not on their first album. On this album, it's like fiery fusion and prog, but it still has kind of a melodic, like sort of, not quite new age, but a more relaxing tone to it. This is exceptional, and I do enjoy the later Shadowfax stuff, but this is really where this band was at their peak. So, you know, if you've heard later Shadowfax, like, not for me, check this out, because this is really exceptional stuff. So, highly recommended from my direction. Here's another flea market find. The first album from Wishbone Ash. I think this might be a reissue of some sort. Yeah. So this is not the original on Decca. This is the MCA reissue. But still, really clean copy. And this is a very cool album, as you'd expect from Wishbone Ash. So, very nice to add that to the collection. Also found this for $1 at the flea market. Kenny Dorham and the album Una Mas on Blue Note. It's a reissue, but it's still on Blue Note. And very, very nice copy. No surface noise or anything. And for $1, this is the sort of stuff that I love to add to my collection. So, you know, lots of great players on here. I mean, Tony Williams, Herbie Hancock. So, really, really cool to get this. And I'll need to spin it a little bit more before I, you know, completely know what I think about it. But this is definitely cool to find for sure. Couple more here. Oppa, Golden Wings. This is like, it's fusion, but it has a little bit of a pop edge to it. I liked parts of this album, not the entire thing though, so I'll need to hear it more to, you know, completely know where I stand on this, but, you know, for $1, I definitely don't regret picking this up. Here's another one I got at Memory Lane. This is Peter Gabriel, and I guess, what is this? This is the Security album, which I believe is his second, or his fourth, I don't even know, but I think it's either second or fourth, but anyway, really good album. It's a little bit noisy, unfortunately, but I only paid 99 cents for it at Memory Lane, so it's not a bad deal, and the cover's in nice shape. So always cool to get some more Peter Gabriel. Two more records to show here. Fragile by Yes. Of course I already had this, but this is the reissue on Analog Productions from 2006. My uncle is an audiophile of sorts, and he like sells stereo equipment for a living. But anyway, I guess at the store he works at, you know, they get some copy of audiophile type vinyl in. So you know, he knows I'm really into Yes, and he got this for me, and that was really, really cool. And you know, I've had it for a while, but I've just been listening to it lately, and I remembered that I forgot to show it. So yeah, it's a really nice reissue. Great, you know, heavy cardboard, and it's got all the original inserts inside, you know, with all the cool Roger Dean artwork and stuff like that. So anyway, always cool to get something by Yes in the collection. And last but certainly not least, Starless and Bible Black by King Crimson. This is one that I got at Memory Lane for $10 in excellent shape. So I absolutely cannot complain, and this is a really cool album by King Crimson. So that's all I had to show in today's prog and jazz update. Plenty more records to show. Might be going to the flea market again tomorrow. We'll see how it works. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you next time.